Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How's it going?
What's up?
Yeah, actually, yeah, you shifted a little bit.
Right.
I'm not completely centered with Connie, so I'll fix that. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Roll for Initiative on your afternoon on a lovely Friday, depending on where you are, at least. Here in California, it is lovely. So, we are deciding today what is the most Halloweeny item, because it is, very close to being Halloween, and it might as well be Halloween for a month, because
I mean, it's not even October
it's fucking
yet.
Halloween now.
It's
I
not
don't care.
Christmas yet.
Fall happened officially on Tuesday. That is the start of spooky month. You can fight me.
2020, it's Christmas now.
Halloween can have 2 months if we decide.
No, please don't.
Yes.
I'd be happier with 2 months of Halloween than like 3 months of Christmas that we already have.
Give me 1 month of Christmas, 1 month of Halloween, 1 month in November of fall
food?
fall stuff and food.
Of just
Okay.
generic fall.
Yeah, we don't need to stretch it out.
It's 2020. You get 3 months of everything because we make our own schedules now. It doesn't matter for anymore. It's anarchy now.
Yep.
Also, happy birthday, General Davis! Happy birthday!
Hey!
Happy birthday, General Davis!
That must be not knowing where those voices are coming from, by the way.
Right.
Ed, it is your conscience.
Those are the ghost voices already stirring in the ether realm.
They were grumpy that you said we couldn't have Halloween, so...
No. Checks out.
Mm-hmm. Can confirm.
All right. So, last week, Connie was the master debater. Yeah, I didn't leave myself enough time to make it.
Are we surprised that who has a bell? We need a bell of shame.
A bell.
Shame. Shame.
Thank you.
His name is Ryan. He was last minute for things to do. His name is Ryan. He's not dependable.
What?
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Why am I supposed to remind Ryan?
Because you're spending every day with him.
Why does responsibility fall on me?
But responsibility.
It's not her job.
No.
No, it's also not mine, but somebody's got to do it.
I am the
You mean?
captain now.
Sorry. What was your crown supposed to
No, it's too late.
It's
You
Tuesday.
can't make it right now.
A sad face is what a sad face.
I alrebe have little pumpkins hanging out over here. That's good enough.
They don't show on your screen, unfortunately.
Disappointment.
Ah,
That's what you need to put up on the screen.
disappointment?
A little bear facing like a backwards corner, just like in shame.
Just
Put a bell on yours so we can ring it and say and yell shame.
yeah. No need
Okay,
to put
so we
anything
need to
on mine.
make a permanent like cone of shame one, and whenever Ryan forgets to make
Yes,
one, he
yes,
gets to
Brett.
wear the cone of shame.
Yeah.
There we go.
Checks out.
Yeah.
Yep. Making that happen. All right.
All right. Well,
My
How do we
spooky
play the
dice are
game,
ready.
Ryan?
so we have you guys vote every bracket through. We've got 16 different items that we're going to be voting on. We'll roll dice to see who gets the initiative for opening the argument. We'll go around the table and see what our opinions on different subjects are, and then we will let you guys vote with the polls as we open them, and that will move on to who's next.
Be careful when you're voting, because when you type in the thing, it votes for it, so vote for your number and then discuss, because these are really, really common They're not like full names, because before it's like, oh, I didn't type out the full name. Like, no, if you type ghost, it's gonna vote for ghost.
Yeah. So just be aware of what you type in chat first. So usually type the number first and then your sentence.
Yeah. And then all of you will decide who makes it to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
What
really,
is the most Halloweeny?
I'm here for no reason at all. I matter nothing.
You matter because you're trying to convince the people to
They
agree.
vote before we put our
Oh, you know.
arguments in.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Chat does what it wants.
Yeah, the chat really proved that there's no influencing them.
This is all just chaos.
They're like, fuck you, Chunk, we're voting whoever we want.
Yeah.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see.
All
I'm
right.
done.
Are we rolling
Stop
for
me.
our first
Yeah.
bracket?
Yes, we will.
Roll. 10.
2.
Haha, 13.
Haha, suck it, 20.
Ah.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Go on then.
All right. First up.
Ghost versus mummy.
Well, mummy, obviously, because ghosts don't exist. Done.
I'm
Case
actually gonna go
closed.
with ghost because mummy, just first thing that comes to mind is Egypt before Halloween. Whereas ghost, Halloween comes to.
what
Mine.
did you do?
Wait,
I
you think
don't
ghosts are
know.
not associated with anything besides Halloween? Ghosts are associated with all kinds of other things.
Go on.
Yes, but they're more prominent during Halloween because that's when the veil is the thinnest. So
I live down the street from the Queen Mary, and there's ghosts there all the time, year round.
But they mostly celebrate it on
So
Halloween.
I guess I should be arguing
when
with.
they have their haunted.
Yeah, so I only see mummies during Halloween. So ghosts can be anywhere all the time, but you know, traditional, scary.
But mummies wouldn't be a part of Halloween without the Egyptian culture.
You think Egyptians are the only ones that make mummies?
They were the first? Question mark?
Making up facts.
Isn't that what we do here?
That's me.
Yes.
Fake news.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hi, Ryan. Close up
I
of
know.
Ryan.
hi. In 3D.
Whoa.
Ryan made me all red apparently, so he's trying to fix it.
Oh, here, I'll match you.
Did you put a light on her?
I can play with
I did. It's just I was then trying to do some color correction to make it
Oh.
more accurate, and then it hue shifted red.
Oh, there you are.
I'm ready with you.
Here.
Like actually red. I thought you meant like, oh, you just made you a little redder. No, red.
No.
Actual red.
Hell!
Actual red.
Yeah, I didn't have any choice. It just was like, nope, red. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, where's the cone? Where's the cone for Ryan?
Cone of shame. Cone of shame.
That just needs to be available at all times, even on Wednesdays.
I joined you for a second.
No, I appreciate it.
I have new lights, so now I can play.
Nice.
Can we go all red? I can go all red. Oh, I can go 3D. What does that mean? Oh, that's not.
Ooh. I like it.
Or I can
Move
just
on.
go all red.
Whoa.
right.
That's weird.
There's no Corey now.
No.
I'm fixing it. Just keep talking.
Fix it, Ryan.
Oh, no,
Ryan,
okay.
fix
Just talk to this
it.
entire time.
Ryan.
Okay, what's Ryan doing now?
And that's
Me,
today's show,
Mama.
everyone.
Got warm.
It did get warm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's California for her.
You fart.
Oh, here's Ryan again. Hi, Ryan.
Wow.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, thank you, Mebbles.
Yeah, so glad we're a professional studio, says Mitchie. Doing professional shows, says Mitchie.
Shots fired.
I love that gradient change, Carla. That was
Thanks.
perfect.
I'm playing. Ryan's playing, so I'm playing too. I do what I want.
So
Ryan doesn't control me.
I should control my own lighting.
There you go.
If you want to do something, do it yourself.
Like,
Oh no.
That's the limit of my light control.
On, off.
I like the fuzziness of the in and out.
It's the camera focusing.
I like that you can just see your eyeballs when you turn off the light.
Yep.
So it's just floating pairs of eyes in the graveyard behind you.
He has glow-in-the-dark eye drops.
Oh.
Just fuck with people.
Oh my
So
god.
bitches.
I have a remote control for my lights.
That would be the best for a tiefling cosplay.
You.
So yeah, Ghost and Mummies. I'm gonna go with Mummy.
Alright, Chunk
I'm still gonna go
Mummy.
with Ghost. Hey Ryan, while you fix it, why don't you pull up the poll so people can vote and multitask while we watch you work?
And it's Ghost.
Corey was really embodying the theme, right? She's a ghost now.
Yes!
So-
There you go.
Cameron waving back.
Oh no.
Break it.
Let them vote. Let them vote.
Let the people speak on the
Alright,
most
there it is.
Halloweeniest
Let them eat cake.
chocolate spooky cake.
Sorry.
See,
There we go.
Ghost is gonna win now because Corey's a ghost now.
Yeah, she's embodying what it is to be
How
a
do you
ghost.
embody
Yes,
something that
ghost.
doesn't have a body?
You don't have a body.
Valid.
Look at your screen.
Yeah, you're a disfigured voice out in the void right now.
Disfigured.
Ooh, what kind of
Fine.
chocolate cake, General Davis? Like German chocolate, or just
Ooh.
like regular chocolate, or like devil's food, or I'm all about cake, so I demand to know what kind of chocolate cake your dad got you.
Ooh, Arsenal Roy 2K makes a good point.
Yeah.
Mummies are more of a summer monster being around all the heat and sand.
So are they more
But do
of
they
like a
take their
California
wraps off
monster?
during summer?
Is that how they cool off?
Yeah, like wrap bikinis. They take like this part of the wrap off.
They just unwrap their arms so
Yeah.
they still have like a
Short
harness.
sleeves now.
Yeah, instead of long sleeves, short sleeves.
They're
Unwrap
very
some of the neck.
seasonal adaptive monster.
They're versatile. Ghosts, they really don't have to worry about any of that. They're just constantly cold.
Right, Corey?
Yeah.
Exactly.
There, it fixed.
Can confirm from our very own ghosty friend.
Ooh,
I
fudge
am
cake. You win. You
Ow,
enjoy that.
body again.
Yeah. Now I want fudge cake.
And I actually corrected the color too.
Oh, good.
She's back.
There you go. She's back from the void.
That was fun. Don't mess with color correction during show. Got it.
Yeah, Ryan.
Don't mess with things you don't know how to mess with.
Shame.
Yeah, Ryan.
Shame.
Echo.
Use the camera again.
Yeah. There, it's gone now. Fix it. Yay.
So
New
Ghost
inputs, yay.
Alright. It looks like Ghost is
Ghost is kicking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost, yeah, Mummy's at no chance at all.
Looks like you're wrong, Chunk.
No, just like the chat voted for Ghost. Most of them voted with me.
Oh, I see. Someone. Okay, moving back to the main branch of things. Okay,
Next up.
we've got zombie versus a black cat.
Ooh.
Four.
Six.
14.
7.
I think it might be
14?
I got a 14, yeah.
Go.
Okay. Zombie versus black cat. As far as Halloweenie would go, I would say a black cat because, like, zombies I feel can be horror anytime, but a black cat is very much like you associate that definitively with like witches or mischief on All Hallows Eve, and like you don't see people going and kidnapping kidnapping zombies off the side of the road. You see them like taking black cats on
People
Halloween.
are kidnapping black cats off the side of the road?
They-
The fuck?
This is a thing?
that is a thing that does happen. Black cats are notoriously attacked during Halloween time.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know. It's so sad. But
So
Fuck people.
yeah, so I'm going with also agreeing with the black cat thing. I know Shamori. Okay, was definitely definitely was what took my point of Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is not a Halloween show, and there's so many like Walking Dead. What was it? Zombieland. There's so
World War
many.
Z.
There's so much
Yeah.
about zombies that is not even sort of related to Halloween that they don't even mention it. Yeah, black cat. That's a little black cat.
Yeah, zombies are very much like end of the world versus just a particular holiday. I agree. Black cat's far to win.
Yeah, black cat definitely, because you think of like fall time when you think of black cat. Walking Dead and a bunch of other horror movies just kind of made zombie a little bit too broad and not just specifically pertaining. It's like this is now a Halloween movie or genre or theme, but black cat is like quintessential Halloween.
When I think of black cat, I think of kicking. Is that? I'm just kidding. I know.
I'm gonna send a zombie after you.
he's that person on the side
Who
of
was
the
gonna
road.
react first? And Ryan was the one who first gasped.
How rude.
Yeah, but black cats are definitely more Halloween traditionally.
And everyone in the chat agrees with us.
Nice.
Hooray!
Yay, we're on the same page with the chat this time.
And she says, black cats get the cute award.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, they do.
Little babies. Because the toe beans are dark too.
And then when it's dark, you just see the eyes like, what's up?
Exactly.
They're
Just
like, Chunk, do your magic trick with the lights.
Done.
You're a black cat.
you're a black cat. You're just eyeballs now.
Open your eyes now.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That's too funny.
Oh, I dropped the remote.
Forever dark.
Oh crap! The remote's black.
In the dark.
Okay.
Oh,
At least you didn't drop your glasses too. That would have been the worst.
Thing without my glasses.
Yeah.
I don't wear glasses, Connie.
I know.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think that'll be very definitive. Black cats get to move on.
Yay.
Okay. So now we have Skeleton versus a graveyard.
Ooh.
don't those go hand in hand though? 14.
Right?
I got
A little bit.
Oh,
Well,
10.
4.
I think it's Carla and me rolling off.
Roll.
Roll off.
natural
13.
20.
Oh.
Oh.
can't even lie about it because I can see it.
I know.
Dang. Can confirm.
They are
Go on then.
from natural 20. Okay, skeleton or graveyard? Oh! I mean... Okay, I'm gonna go with graveyard here. Specifically because, like, a skeleton can be associated with, like, Jason and the Argonauts. Like, that is a creature.
Because that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of skeletons.
Yeah, obviously.
You guys ever see a skeleton? Oh, I saw a couple on Jason and the Argonauts.
Ryan, I want to spend a day inside your brain.
Yeah, Ray Harryhausen did such a good job with those skeletons that they left a giant impression in my mind.
Oh, man.
But,
If there was ever a doubt that Ryan is a giant nerd, the
That was
doubt is
it.
completely gone.
Right
There it
here.
is.
yeah. But so yeah, you can find skeletons in much more places. Like any you can associate.
Human body.
Yeah, they're in your body. You can have
I
X-rays
thought you were
of
going to
them.
say, like, for science or whatever, and then you
Science,
just
yeah.
freaking threw Jason and the Argonauts out there. It's like, cool. Or that.
or that. And yeah, like they're a thing that you fight in D&D. Everything. There's so many other things, but graveyards Like that is the locale of like Halloween.
Those only exist in Halloween.
No, but
If someone dies in your life, you just obviously you now just burn them. There's no
hold
more
on to them till
graveyard
Halloween time. You're like, I'm gonna put them in my garage.
until Halloween. And
Just
then
have
I'm
him
gonna
sit
burn
on the
them.
porch and just decompose until he becomes a skeleton.
And then after Halloween, you can go bury them in the graveyard.
There you go.
well, that's
Props are getting more expensive each year, so you gotta really like think outside the box.
Right. And
You gotta
never
have
wanna buy the plastic
sustainable,
skeleton.
reusable skeletons.
Yeah, you use
Or
the retro one.
recycling.
It's gonna be rough today. I'm in a logical argument kind of mood.
Oh no. You better cut that out.
All right. Well, that's my opinion. Everyone can move on now to their own.
Ryan's done. I'm gonna go with skeletons because between skeletons and a graveyard, I feel like skeletons are more like a thing you can use anywhere. Graveyards are just the one place. But skeletons, you can throw them in front of a house. You can throw them in decorations. You could dress up as a skeleton. So I think it's a little bit more Halloweeny. Not by a lot, but definitely a little bit more than just a graveyard in general.
I think I'm gonna go with skeleton too, because like for some reason when you say skeleton, I think of that really old Disney cartoon with like the spooky skeleton dance, the Mickey cartoon. Yeah,
In a graveyard.
but
you think
I
of the
focus on the
skeleton?
skeletons. Like I don't really focus on the graveyard because the graveyard's not like jumping at me trying to scare me, right? Like the skeleton's the one that's like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, the
Just-
skeleton is embodying the spooky, trying to be the thing that scares you. The graveyard just sets up the ambiance. That's just your kind of in general environment to create the spooky, but it's the skeleton that comes out of the graveyard that scares you to death is the actual spooky.
Yeah.
So yeah, skeleton.
Definitely going with skeletons. Agree. I'm thinking of like spooky skeletons dancing. Like yeah, I'm thinking of that more than graveyard. I'm like, yeah, there's other context.
Yeah, I think of like Army of the Dead skeletons where they're just like running around with like axes and like armor.
I don't know. I think for me also, like being raised as a Catholic Mexican, like graveyards were a very big thing in our culture. Like everyone was buried instead of like incinerated. So it was like you would go to your family's gravestone to like commune with the dead or like do like it was a big thing in the culture. So
Yeah, it wasn't
it's
just
not that
specific
link.
to the Halloween season. It was just all year.
Yeah.
Mitchie thought that she was giving Ryan a pity vote, and it
But
was like,
everyone-
oh, everyone's agreeing.
Oh no!
No.
Look at what you did, Mitchie.
Now we need the pity vote,
Yeah.
but you can't give it anymore.
Wow.
This is a one pity boat.
Dang.
Look at that, you convinced people.
I did.
Yeah.
So grumpy about
It was all because of Jason and the Argonauts.
Right.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah.
That's right. That's right.
that.
Not scary anymore.
Well, guess they're not spooky anymore.
No, no.
Skeletons have been ruined for Halloween.
Mitchie. I like how she said incinerated instead of cremated.
I claim Mexico. Like I said, this excuse stands and will continue to stand. Plus, incinerated and cremated is the same thing. You just make it sound nicer by saying cremated, but you really are incinerating someone.
True.
Exactly.
Arsenal Roy says Ryan caught the Odyssey vote.
Yeah.
All right, well, I will move that one on. We've got the graveyard. Okay. We now
Next.
have haunted house versus a tombstone.
12. 6.
13.
Put in here, Corey.
13.
Go 13.
I think that's 13.
Yup.
Yep.
Oh, no. Haunted house versus, what? A tombstone?
Tombstone.
We gotta go haunted house. So, I mean, even if graveyard hadn't been voted through, tombstone definitely feels more like Tombstone, zombie, like it kind of bridges that a little bit, but haunted house is like that is Halloween, right? That is quintessential. What are you doing for Halloween? Trick or treating, haunted house. Whether it's a haunted hayride or haunted, like it's all stemming from
Not
haunted
this
house.
year, you're not.
What?
What'd you say?
Not this year.
Not this year.
Oh yeah, no, not this year. But yes, in general, this year is
This year doesn't
Whole year is
count.
This year is a haunted house.
this whole year.
Whole year.
Yep,
Yep.
definitely going with haunted house. It is a quintessential Halloween usually activity. And you don't go to a haunted
Agreed.
house. Like you don't necessarily want to go to a haunted house or like hear about haunted house necessarily unless it's a very Halloween.
Yeah, I agree.
Same. I have an argument for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just said it all.
Yeah, I'm
Dude, it's just boring. Like, oh, there's a dead person, but I can't
Okay,
even
bye.
see the dead person. It's just the thing on top of them.
Right. Yes.
Name on it. Goodbye.
No.
yeah, haunted house is you associate like the Addams Family house or
Yes.
like some sort of like this is the place that you go once a year. You don't want to go to a haunted house for Christmas or Thanksgiving. Like you go, well, some of us. For other normal people who don't celebrate Halloween all year round. Haunted house, like that's kind of like the season where it's like, oh yeah, I'll do something spooky or supernatural, out of the usual. So like haunted house is that first thing usually out the gate. Like, what do you want to do spooky? Go to a haunted house, go to a haunted maze, or not scary farm, whatever. So haunted house.
Yep. All in agreement, including the chat.
Yay!
Ooh,
Yay.
Wow.
Oh.
nice.
Do you have water?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
right out front.
You have cold water, your room temperature water, and you have hot water.
Ah,
There's a button
fancy.
in the center. Yep, and there's cups in the cupboard.
I'm surprised dolls didn't make the list. Dolls are creepy as
so.
Got it. All right, so move that along.
Bye.
We got a
So we haven't even split the vote
I
yet.
got a 5 as well.
I don't think this one's fair.
Oh?
Bad or vampire?
This is almost the same thing. I was gonna put it in the same category, but I'm like, 7.
So far, Connie's got the highest number, I think. Chunk, what
With
did you get?
7?
Chunk?
Number 6? Something like 6, I think 6? I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
me,
go Connie.
me and Carla got 5, and Corey got a 4. So 7
Connie.
is the
We'll
highest.
call it Connie.
All right. Oh, I know.
You get the poopy one.
That's 5
Vampire. I'm gonna have to say bat. More so bat. Not necessarily vampire. Just because Interview with the Vampire has ruined my perception of vampires, so I think more like Renaissance or like old English, like medieval vampires, instead of it's just pertaining to Halloween or October, one day a year. They just exist, or kind of like Underworld, where there's like a whole, like cult of or coven of like vampires that just operate all year round. But like a bat, when you see the symbol of a bat, not including Batman, but when you see like a black bat, that's you usually associate that with Halloween, and that's the little flickerings in the background to make something.
The what?
My little bat eeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to like my default kind of mentality has been, what do I put up decorations of? Pumpkins, and jack-o'-lanterns, and bats. Probably more likely to put up bats and stuff and decorate with bats than I am with vampires. So I'm gonna call that the bats being more Halloweeny.
But vampire has always been a very classic Halloween costume. Like, it's one of the go-to Halloween costumes throughout the ages. Like, it, no matter what generation you're talking to, there's always gonna be a plethora of vampires.
Yeah, but especially in recent years, we've had vampires really integrate into pop culture, whereas bats, even when they are separate and then they're come up with bats at the zoo, they're cute, or bats like it's always still evokes like the Halloween creature.
That's fair. Yeah.
The giant fruit bats that just look like flying foxes.
Yeah.
Upside down sleeping bats videos look like they're dancing.
Yes.
But yep, I would definitely have to agree with all that arguments.
Yeah, Arsenal, so I'll put up my bats as a decoration more than my Gary Oldman cardboard cutout.
See, but the Gary Oldman cardboard cutout is not a decoration, it's a lifestyle.
That's just called decor.
Yeah, that stays up all year. And if it doesn't, you're doing something wrong.
Tigeron says bats are cute. In fact, I have held 3 of them. And then Mitchie voted wrong again.
Oh no!
Again.
Arsenal Roy says Buffy and Angel ruined my perception of vampires, where they behave like regular folks.
Yeah, and even though like vampire is like a classic classic monster movie, going as far back as Count Dracula, Bram Stoker's, and even Nosferatu kind of thing. It's still like a very classic character, but Bat is, you think of Bat, Halloween, or Batman.
Yeah. Sorry, Mitchie just became my favorite. All right, my new job is to vote against Chunk, no matter how much it hurts me. Someone's got to do it. Take one for the team.
Someone has to do it.
You're at 50-50 right now.
No!
This one's contested.
Ooh, we got a split.
Ooh. This one was too close.
It's almost like they're the same thing.
Keen, Keen.
Oh no!
Back.
Oh, there it is.
Bats do need more love.
Yay!
Just enough.
Mitchie, you can't vote twice.
But again.
Adorable Jess with the save on that one.
No.
Yes. All right. We'll close that one out by a hair.
Woo.
Wait, do the me?
Do the eeks?
Did it?
They do that.
It's so
Yeah.
accurate.
They just chitter. They're like, I can't
Do it again. It's so good. I love it.
No, that was more squeaky.
Nice.
Refresh the throat. Try
Okay.
again.
It's just.
This makes me so happy.
Oh, and
That's gonna be your
Mitchie-
text tone.
Oh my god. Can you record that for me? I don't want an authentic bat. I want you doing the bat. Yeah.
It's the only way.
Yeah.
And then Mitchie was saying, I thought we were supposed to use channel points. We use channel points at the very end, Mitchie.
Yeah,
For
Yeah.
the popularity contest.
For the master debator of the week.
Mhm.
All right, Bat moves on.
Yo. All right. Next in the bracket we have candy corn, and witch/cauldron.
Huh.
It's almost not fair.
Ah.
I mean, which,
Well, you obviously put the candy in the cauldron for the witch to stir.
Order of operations.
Yeah. It's a team effort.
12?
10.
Yeah.
Oh,
6.
9.
12?
Me?
12 got it.
Looks like
Okay.
What did you roll, Ryan?
10.
Oh yeah, so 12.
Yep.
So I've got to go with Witch Cauldron. It's another thing where automatically I see that and I think Halloween. Candy is a lifestyle.
No.
Candy is breakfast.
Candy's also for Valentine's Day and Easter and even Christmas. You stick that in kids'
Any holiday,
stockings.
really.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you can just throw candy at kids, like that's a thing. But witches and cauldrons, so cauldrons, so
You throw the
Halloween
kids into the cauldron, not the candy at the kids.
It's like Halloween is such a like a very pagan thing, derived from so many pagan rituals. Whereas I feel like the cauldron, because it was a time to come together for the fall solstice and get together
And sacrifice the kids to the demons.
Yeah.
So it's about unity, really.
Yeah, and like the cauldron, it's the it's the time we all come together around, just like gathering time, to sacrifice
It's dinner.
the kids, right?
Just for dinner prepping. Kids too.
Yeah.
I think definitely if we're including candy corn in this, then definitely I'm gonna go with candy because Halloween's when I get to have a lot of candy. I can have candy whenever I want because I'm a grown up and I can afford my own candy. But Halloween candy is special because Halloween you get certain candy that's only on Halloween, and candy corn is one of those.
Yeah.
I know we've been stretching candy corn a little bit, like season wise. We're making Christmas versions of it and stuff.
Yeah.
But generally, candy corn was definitely a Halloween only event.
Yeah.
Then I like to think of candy more Halloween, like being the biggest part of Halloween.
Great, so now we know we have Mitchie's vote for witches.
Yeah.
Chunk's just not gonna give an opinion anymore. If he feels very strongly about something, he's gonna vote for the other one.
Yeah. Reverse psychology.
Yep. And also, like, the movies that you would associate during Halloween time, like Hocus Pocus, is definitively like the witch you think of for Halloween.
Rich and a huge cauldron.
Oh,
Yeah.
that movie Witches, where they turn kids into mice.
Yes.
Oh,
That
yeah.
movie used to freak the crap out of me.
Yeah, with Angelica Houston. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm also gonna go for witch and a cauldron just because I'm a little bit biased. So. But yeah, witch you think Halloween? That's like a creature exclusive to Halloween fall time. Candy corn, regular candy you can find all year round. That's just been commercialized to death, so it's not just candy specific on Halloween anymore. It's just all year round. So which is definitely
I don't know. I grew up eating candy all year round, so like I was never really like. Plus, like Halloween is not really that celebrated in Mexico, so it's like I didn't go trick or treating until I feel like I went once when I was young, but overall I didn't really go trick or treating until I moved here, and I was already in high school. So it's like
That's
candy never really had that association with Halloween for me. I just ate it whenever I wanted. Ryan, Beard on a Batman said that you're really quiet.
Yes, I will enunciate better at the microphone. Me and Corey are sharing a mic today, so hopefully that
Just
will
don't
work
spit
out.
on her.
Yeah. I will not do a King George. For him.
no.
ooh, candy corn's a hit.
Corey's like, I need a shield now.
No.
She needs a partition.
Yeah.
So no, we left some stuff on overnight and ran out some batteries. So instead of having my own mic, I had to share with Ryan.
No.
So yeah.
And she knows how to enunciate better than I do.
I don't know. I just think I get loud.
True.
Project.
Yeah, projection.
Yeah.
Projection.
Use your theater voice.
Theater voice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ryan's gonna start singing moving forward. It's gonna be so good.
Okay.
Wow, candy over witch.
Wow.
Just by a little
Damn.
bit. By 2 votes, candy corn gets to go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with the-
Take your victory lap,
the-
Chunk.
The vote against from
Oh,
Mitchie.
almost got it. I think.
Huh?
Carry
Oh,
one
gotcha.
right at the end.
We still would have had to have 2 more votes after that.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
They were-
thought it counts.
It's okay. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
We'll remember.
We'll be remembered.
The North remembers.
Oh, thank you, Bear Batman. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork.
Teamwork makes a dream work.
Oh, yeah.
14.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. We gotta roll.
15.
Oh, girl.
18.
And again.
All right. So, Chunk, you've got Crow or Raven versus costumes.
I'm gonna go with costumes. Raven's very specific, but costumes are definitely Halloween because you can't have Halloween if you don't have costumes. If you take out Ravens at Halloween, you're like, there's a bunch of other stuff to still replace that, but you cannot replace the costume part of Halloween. So I will go with Halloween costumes for Halloween.
I'm gonna agree.
I'll be honest, so like, at least when I think of costumes, Halloween is in the list of options. When I think of like a crow or raven, it's not usually one of the like. I don't usually think Halloween immediately. Like, if I see a crow incorporated into Halloween stuff, I'm like, yeah, like that fits. It's spooky, it's dark, it's aggressive, spooky thing. But in general, it's not that I see a crow and think Halloween. If I see costumes, especially kids in costumes, you generally gonna think Halloween.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you say Raven at me, I just go straight to Edgar Allan Poe. I don't even
Right.
Yes.
think Halloween.
Yeah. The only Raven that really kind of comes to mind is the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, and as your guide through the graveyard.
Yeah.
Wait, so in this situation, is Beard and a Batman forced to vote 2 because Mitchie voted 1, even though Chunk agreed with Mitchie?
So Chunk did costumes, so Mitchie agrees with
Oh
costumes.
no,
but she had
Mitchie
to
voted
vote Crow.
Raven. That's right. That's right. Sorry, I got thrown off.
Yeah.
But if Mitchie changes her mind and decides to vote with me just because she agreed with me so much, Beard and Batman is not obligated to vote against it. He's only committing to canceling out her vote if it goes against me.
Got it. Called out.
Oh no.
Right. You're definitely having a lot of love for costumes.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm in trouble now.
There's rules being established for this.
If costumes moves on, can we all agree that when we see all of our friends putting on costumes, whether they're silly or sexy or low budget
pretend to be scared.
or big budget or scary or cute, that we're not gonna like shame anybody for the choices? Because if someone wants to feel silly for Halloween, they should do it. Or if someone should feel sexy for Halloween, they should do it.
Yeah.
There's usually just a lot of like people
But
will judge others. but it's
Can we
like,
extra praise sexy? Is that an option? Okay, we'll do
extra
that.
praise
Go
is
for
fine.
it if that's
Well,
your
not-
It
jam.
looks
Yeah.
like you're doing this while you're
not-
saying, "Can we praise sexy?"
I will not shame anybody, but I will definitely wear something sexy and be like, hey, what's up?
Hell yeah.
This is how Chunk walks in on like a bikini for Halloween. Like, sup, guys?
Hello, nurse.
Oh my god, I'm so ready for the new release of Animaniacs.
Yes.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be good.
All right. Now in the
Alright.
poll. Costumes moving on.
Woohoo!
All right. Last in the column, we have werewolf versus pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns.
Or what?
A what? What's the first thing?
Werewolf.
A werewolf?
Yeah.
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
A werewolf?
There we go.
Werewolf?
Is the werewolf in the roof? Roof?
A roof?
No, the rats are in the roof.
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
There's a-
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
there should be an L in there somewhere. An L. You're forgetting the L.
Ryan is a strong believer of the silent L.
Ryan every once in a while kicks it into a weird accent that I have no idea where it comes from because he's lived his entire life in Southern California.
My dad's
Yeah. So I think
Wolf.
say
Rough.
milk.
milk. Okay.
Werewolf.
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 Why is this so hard?
That's the werewolf crying.
Werewolf. Just makes me think of like animal. Werewolf.
All
I
right,
got
who
a
got
one.
the top? Oh, balls.
Oh.
I had a 2.
I got a 4.
11.
Down.
Go 11.
Gunk.
What are the options?
Pumpkin,
Ryan, what are the options, Ryan?
pumpkin or werewolf?
Oh, pumpkin.
Ah.
Obviously. I mean, werewolf. I mean, if you make a list, werewolf's gonna be on the list. It's similar to the whole Raven thing. If you give me a list of Halloween stuff, pumpkin is definitely on the list. Werewolf can be on the list and
Werewolf?
it makes sense in the list. But if you're missing pumpkin, I'm gonna notice. If the list is missing werewolf, I'm not. Maybe I won't notice. But pumpkin, I'm gonna miss.
It's true.
Totally.
Werewolf.
Again, it goes with that whole like common Halloween activity. You know, it's you do jack-o'-lanterns, right? You carve out pumpkins. If you don't carve out pumpkins, you definitely have pumpkin spice lattes. I mean, right? It's all that's a thing, right? It's always pumpkin. Pumpkins are necessary for
Nothing wrong with pumpkin spice.
Ryan, you're basic.
I know.
I love it.
pumpkin spice everything.
Not everything. I
Well,
used to be of the same attitude, but when you start actually experimenting,
There are limits.
there are limits.
It's like science. There are limits. Like we should not cross. Same thing with pumpkin spice. But yes, pumpkin.
Sad but true.
Tastes like pumpkins. Pumpkin spice is just the spice.
I know, that's
that
why
you
it's
put with
gross.
pumpkin. It's just
And
sweet.
like it was called something.
It's
before that, too,
cinnamon
like
and
allspice.
just spices.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, clove, and I don't remember what the other ones are, but
Nutmeg, maybe cardamom or something.
yeah.
Something woody, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern. You can't have Halloween without carving a jack-o'-lantern. Like
Yeah.
that's just kind of like tradition. Well, especially at my house. Like we carve pumpkins. That's the thing. Or there's like little squishy crochet pumpkins everywhere. Like there needs to be some sort of visage of pumpkins in order for it to officially be Halloween season.
And you go to a pumpkin patch, like it's a tradition, right? You go to pick up your pumpkins and like you do a whole thing about it. So it's been engraved into our brains.
Yeah, there's like a whole little pumpkin ritual. You go and like pick out the perfect one. You go and pick it up. You shake it. You tap it. Like you make a big
Like
deal.
a watermelon.
Yeah, exactly. And then you go home and gut the hell out of it and put a little candle and call it a day.
There's violence involved. There's artistry involved. It's perfect.
Yeah,
how-
Exactly. Like with the jack-o'-lanterns, you can get as intricate or as basic as you want. You can get crazy, like do like a TARDIS in your pumpkin, or just do like a regular spooky face or something. You can get crazy, but you can't have Halloween without pumpkin.
Mitchie says there's violence involved in lycanthropy.
like
Lycanthropoop.
lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy. No, she said lycanthropy.
I like lycanthropy.
Also, I think
is
Michelle,
violence in
Mitchie is not Michelle. Mitchie is regretting her decisions to disagree with me.
Why? And you are right next to one another.
That's true.
Spooky.
I thought you were saying. So originally I read that was like, why? And you are right next to each other. Like a
Yeah.
question. Like what?
Oh boy, somebody's offering us followers and primes with views.
Aww.
Oh.
I want to go to bigfollows.com. right now. Go right now. I bet they can guarantee me. Moderator.
Ah, dang it.
Ah.
Mitchie's on it.
Oh.
Nuts.
Yes, we can't get those followers.
Aw.
All right. This one's pretty definitive. Pumpkins will get to move on.
Yay!
Okay, we are now in the next bracket. The first one we have is a ghost versus a black cat.
6.
Oh, 4.
4.
20.
15.
420.
Okay. Ghost or a black cat?
Actually, I think I got a 9.
Ah.
Ryan,
We
it's
still
you.
have- Look, it doesn't
Anytime,
have-
whatever you like, Ryan.
We're all waiting on you.
At your leisure.
Yep. So, gosh, these are both very close. Cause like,
Boogie
okay.
Ghost or Black Kitty.
Right, and like, okay, so the spirit world is closer, like blending to the real world during Hallows Eve. Ghosts come through easier, but like, black cats are.
Bad luck.
Big one.
I'm gonna go with ghosts, and that's okay. Cause like the idea of a ghost kind of coming back to the material plane during the Halloween time, I think is very, very definitive over like a black cat is associated with Halloween, but it isn't necessarily like the only time of year that like a black cat can be associated with like bad luck or anything like that. So like I'm gonna go with ghosts.
Go ahead.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with Black Cat because I can.
Mm.
Plus, Black Cat is like the familiar for witches, right? So it's like they do have that Halloween connection. Plus, they're better. So,
They're just better than Ghost because Fluffy and
you can
Toby.
pet 'em.
Yeah, it's
I'm actually.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
just bleh.
I was gonna say, Connie, we're arguing for the best Halloweeny thing, not what the most cutest thing is for Halloween.
If cats want to be cute for Halloween, they can be cute. Don't you shame them.
Connie stays on track. We're not disagreeing with her cuteness of her cats. We're just arguing for different things.
So
Big part. No, no.
I have to go with Ghost because there's a bunch of people that I follow on social media that have been doing Halloween like photo shoots, and the overall theme, like artists' drawings, photo shoots of like people, animals, that is all Ghost this year. It's everybody going out with a white sheet and creepy locations, like little dogs with like little ghosties. So it's like ghosts are definitely more the theme. What about a ghost cat? True, but I think if it's a ghost cat, I think it's more of a ghost.
If it's a ghost cat, it stops being a black cat, though.
Yeah.
It's now a translucent cat.
Wait, people are going out doing what?
Photoshop.
Never mind. That's too late. I had a joke, but
Nope. Missed the boat.
I missed the boat. Yeah,
That's okay.
I'm claiming responsibility for the lack of a good joke.
So doing ghost photo shoots. That seems to be the theme this year.
I'm gonna go.
50-50.
This is close. Yeah, this is close because I think they're both very much Halloweeny things. But I'm gonna go with Black Cat, just barely, because
Did
they're
you
both
do
really
that because Mitchie already voted?
yes. Because I didn't have a good argument towards either one of them because they're both pretty good for that. So I'm gonna go with the Black Cat because Mitchie already voted. Now we can do Mitchie.
Son of a bitch. Oh no.
Okay, well, we do have enough votes for closing that down.
I don't know. You don't think spooky with Casper, the friendly ghost?
What?
Yeah,
I'm just responding to like Beard and a
Casper
Batman's
Friendly
comment.
The game is over now.
Aw.
Chunk found a loophole.
Aha.
Game's
Dang it.
over.
That doesn't mean the game's over. The game just has a new level.
Yeah.
It's a new tier. Mhm.
You have leveled up.
Hmm.
Black Cat is winning.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
close it now. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, bye.
Yeah.
Close it right now.
Closing.
We got our toe bean votes. Let's go.
Black Cat. Get move on.
Yes.
All right, now we've got graveyard versus haunted house.
7.
6.
4.
13.
13.
15.
Roll off.
16.
Ah, 9.
I'm definitely gonna go with haunted house. Again, like haunted houses come up specifically for Halloween. Graveyards are always there and have a lot of different relationships. Like people have different relationships to graveyards. Like if you actually buried a loved one, it's not just a spooky place. Whereas haunted houses is like, this is Halloween.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, haunted house is definitely because, well, I mean, you can have a haunted house without it being Halloween if it's like a quote unquote real haunted house. But if we're thinking of the fabricated haunted houses, then yeah, haunted houses obviously are gonna win for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I have no counter argument to that. It's like, yeah, a haunted house can exist.
Great, this is a great debating show.
So I definitely think that haunted houses can exist outside of, Halloween, obviously. But for graveyards, I feel like it's a much more, I feel like if we're talking about Halloween and it as a holiday and fun, I feel like a haunted house is what you go to, whether it's a haunted house, like a real one, or a fake one where they're scaring you. It's that event and it's fun. You go there for fun, either to learn about the history. Graveyards, I feel like, are much more sober. It's a sobering experience. Somber as well, like sober, somber. It's a quieter experience. Whereas I feel like Halloween, as we're talking about it, is like it's the fun, it's the holiday, and so definitely going with haunted house.
Yeah, it's like if you want to celebrate the Halloween like season or spirit, you would go to a like either spooky or even silly fun like haunted house type thing, like graveyard. Like that's not necessarily something that you like would celebrate or to like have you be put in a certain type of mood for Halloween.
Yeah. Although if your house used to be a funeral home, I respect. I got nothing for you.
That is a built-in haunted house.
Yeah. Nah,
Yo.
I'm outie.
Alright.
As long as there are no dolls in there, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck dolls.
Dolls are 100% fun.
Dolls are the creepiest
100%
things.
Mm-mm. Not today, Satan. Not today.
Innocent.
Yeah, I just seen that. And
Nope.
In LA, we do have movies that are shown on graveyards.
Fun.
On Halloween?
Well,
Yep.
No, all the time. The Hollywood Cemetery always has. It's not fun anymore. It's like stupid crowded now.
yeah.
It's a bitch to go. It used to be fun. Now there's like a ridiculous long line, and you have to buy tickets. You used to just be able to go.
I feel like it gets to a point where it starts being disrespectful.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, this is now an entertainment place. This is no longer a place for you to mourn your loved ones. But if you start digging them out, then it starts getting spooky again.
Yeah, there you go. Then
Oh.
that's how you switch it back.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, everyone wants to know, Beard and Batman wants to know what your Halloween themed background is from.
Yeah, that's the. I didn't change it.
It's
The
still on
Dune?
It's still on Dune.
It's the mummies.
I had other
Oh, there you go.
What does that have to do with Halloween, Ryan?
This is mommy.
Shame. Shame.
Shame. Shame.
I'm gonna buy Ryan a planner for his birthday. When's your birthday? Oh,
I will leave it at
next
home.
year.
He's just not gonna fill it up.
Yeah.
It's gonna live in a drawer.
No.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh no, big follows again.
Oh, Mitchie beat me to it.
Ah.
Oh no. Okay. Haunted house gets to move on.
Move on.
All right. Next in the line, we've got a bat or candy corn. 13.
12.
10.
3.
What was it again?
Teen.
Which one, Connie?
What
I got
team?
14. I got 18.
18. It's you.
You win.
We just heard the teen part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 18. Candy. I'm gonna go with candy / candy corn because I remember, like, as a kid, you would go trick or treating, and there was the only time of year that you would get. It would almost be like candy corn, but it would be an actual little pumpkin. But it was the same texture as a candy corn. I can't remember what brand it is, but you would literally like only be able to get it if you went like trick or treating to someone else's house and got it from someone. So I associate candy with Halloween. So definitely.
I don't know. Arsenal Roy 2K brings a good point that you can't eat candy, but you can't eat a bat unless you're Aussie.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. This one's hard for me.
So, okay, so if it was just candy, I'd have to go with that. But because, like, what Beard on Batman said, I'm focused on the candy corn part of this one. Truly, the only time people bring out the candy corn is Halloween. It's very specific. It's the only time I see it. And it's also the time when there's the whole debate of, like, is candy corn actually good, or are you just, like, remembering nostalgia in your childhood?
Is nostalgia making your candy corn taste better?
Right, and I feel like that's very Halloween for a lot of us. Is like the nostalgia factor. So
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go with candy corn.
I'm gonna go with all of candy because if you take bat out of Halloween, you might miss it and be like, all right, but like candy is even though you can have candy all year long, candy is a big part of the Halloween experience. And it's almost hard to do without in general. The Halloween.
If there's no candy in Halloween,
Then there's no Halloween.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
same kind of argument of
walk around in
like,
costumes.
if you don't have presents on Christmas, there's no Christmas.
Exactly.
Exactly. Now you get it.
Why bother?
Halloween's
Don't
about.
you think I put the Christmas tree up? Because I want people to deliver presents underneath it. Yeah, it's
the true meanings of holidays. How blessed we are.
All right. Take bats away,
German
mosquitoes
the
win.
graph says, take bats away, mosquitoes win. True.
It's true. We need the bats.
We need the bats.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
Ooh, candy corn is winning.
They're not the heroes we want, but they're the heroes we deserve.
Alrighty. That one looks
It's
pretty
true.
definitive.
They are the greatest organic bug repellent, but if a fucking bat flies at your face, don't want it.
Don't want it.
Get rabies.
Only if it bites you.
Maybe it's just trying to hug your face.
It's teeth.
Come here.
All right. I'll close
They're
that
friendly.
poll.
Oh! I want one more thing about candy.
Okay.
It's delicious.
The argument of you can eat candy all year long. Yes, you can, but on Halloween you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, you do.
Get it for
Ah.
free.
When was the last time you went trick or treating?
Last year, I got trick or treating. I'm the size of a child. I got trick or treating.
You
Nobody's
can
gonna
get away
stop me.
Lucky bastard.
So, short people get to go to trick or treating longer.
Yes,
That's fair.
can confirm.
Yeah, Connie and I were like bumping up in the same neighborhoods last year.
Yeah,
But no, there's Connie.
it's like drive by.
Yeah.
That's why you wear full masks. Is like you can't tell now.
Or just do like full like synthetic makeup special effects, prosthetics.
You need the really bad makeup because that you're a kid, right? Like
The cheapy stuff.
yeah, the
Yeah.
really cheapy stuff.
Really peeling off your
Streaky?
face already.
Streaky because your mom was like, "Come here!" Like, "Wah!" Like,
I want to go. Let's get candy.
Oh no.
Why so serious?
We all float down here.
You'll float too. You'll float too.
Young adults trick. Wait, well, yes. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Mostly it's been the last few years.
Yeah, and the only reason they stop is because people shame them.
Yep.
Just let them trick or treat.
Yeah.
They're having fun. Unless they be little jerk kids, and then don't give those kids candy. But if a little 15-year-old shows up to your house and asks for trick, just give them candy.
right?
Yeah.
Just give
Yeah,
me candy.
Candy. He just wants candy.
Especially if they make the
can't
effort
afford
to
their
like dress
own.
up, you know?
Yeah, they dressed up. You know, sometimes they don't even dress up. They just put a weird mask on and they're wearing jeans and a shirt. And that's okay too, because it's hard being a teenager.
It is.
Yeah.
They came out to trick or treat. That was hard enough for them.
Fair.
It's true.
Or if they're out with like their younger siblings
Yeah.
or something, you know.
Yeah.
This is true. Why aren't clowns on this list?
Clowns are terrifying. I don't like
Clowns are terrifying, but clowns are terrifying all year round, not just for
That's
30
true.
days.
I don't want to see a clown on February as much as I don't want to see a clown on Halloween.
Go away,
Bad
Tim
news.
Curry.
They are bad news.
Bad news.
I was actually watching a podcast about why we have a very common thing of like we all don't like clowns is because they're right in the middle of the uncanny valley of they just look human enough but not quite human that we're like something's wrong with that.
Something.
Like,
Red flag, red flag.
Our humanoid brain is like, something ain't right here.
almost human.
nope.
Don't like it.
Right.
Yep, Ronald McDonald would be one of them.
Yep.
Last in the second bracket, we've got costumes versus jack-o'-lanterns.
Woof.
Oh,
Woof.
oh, 7. I mean 7. Here, 7.
10.
5 for
Four.
Carla.
5, 14.
17.
Ah.
I would say that every year I definitely would want to try and include a jack-o'-lantern in my like display of things, and I could probably do some years with not dressing up as much as I'd not want to like have a year not dressing up, but I would always want to carve a pumpkin. So I would say that would make it as more a part of my Halloween for me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously these two are very Halloweeny, and we're only choosing one because we have to, not because we're saying the other one isn't. So if I have to pick, I will go also with jack-o'-lanterns because I'm thinking of things that I'm gonna see all year round, the whole Halloween season, as opposed to just on Halloween. So maybe that's why pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns are slightly more Halloweeny, because you're gonna see them the entire season.
Yeah, and like costuming, like I go to several different cons every year, and like costuming is part of my life in that regard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I follow
Yeah,
way too
Nigerian.
many cosplayers for costuming to not be an only Halloween thing. So yeah, definitely see costumes year round.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go with the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern because that's just become like tradition, like even like personal traditions, and also like throughout history it's been associated with this time of year because of harvest. It's the end of summers and we're going into the winter months, so pumpkins were traditionally used to as like feasting or fall time harvestable items, so it was more historically throughout history before even Halloween was coined Halloween.
Yeah.
I have a question
Yeah.
related to the show,
Okay.
and it's an honest question. Why the heck are you on the bottom left of your screen? How come you're not like centered on your screen? Oh, because you're using the other camera. You're doing the thing at Corey. No, you're not. You're using that camera shot. Never mind. It's just weird to see you on the bottom left of your camera. You're here.
Yeah, I know. I need to sit here. Yep.
Yeah.
We need to start putting little X's in the studio.
Yeah.
Sit here.
In here.
It's your mark.
Okay. I think we can close that one off pretty easily.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty big lead.
Excuse me, why are you doing professional things? Oh, I don't know. Let's keep going.
Hey, at least I'm not red anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, we've got Black Cat versus Haunted House.
Your background definitely is not the same color.
11. What?
I don't know, your background on the screen looks super blue, whereas
7. It's different.
Because what we're seeing isn't what stream is seeing.
Yeah, I'm using Corey's actual, like, nice camera, and you're seeing her laptop.
That's not my nice camera.
This is a nice camera, too.
Yes, no, but it's not mine.
Oh, okay.
The one hand crew over here.
I got an 8.
he's on an 11.
Ah.
Hey.
Hey. What'd you get, Chunk?
6. I was reading comments. Sorry. I can't read that. That's a
What?
lot of letters. How are things? How are things? I found your Perception Studios Twitch channel. I love your content for Roll for Initiative. Most Halloween item, please keep it up. I'm about to create overlays and panels for your channel.
That looks like.
Come on, thank you.
That looks like.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, no.
So what is it? Black Cat versus Haunted House?
Yes.
I feel like I've made too many good arguments for Haunted House for myself, where I have to go with Haunted House. Like, I love black cats. I have 2 of them at home. They yell at me all the time. I love black cats. They're so cute. But to me, it feels like black cats have definitely permeated. They're cute black cats. And, like, they can be spooky, but haunted houses are very Halloween specific, where, you know, you can have scary things like black cats around, but it's the haunted house for Halloween specifically.
You could technically have black cats in the haunted house.
Yes, but the main thing would be the haunted house, not
Is the house.
black
What if
cat.
you have a haunted house made out of black cats?
Made out of black cats?
That's not a thing.
Or would it just be like a cat pyramid? Like you just
Yes.
stack the cats and they build the walls of the house.
Yeah. And then when you try to go in, they just like snap the
The literal arms just pop
walls
out of the
will
wall.
literally come out and get you.
Yeah. Yep.
Best haunted house ever.
Oh my
Making
God.
money. Copyright.
It's
Right
okay, it's
now,
recorded.
we're making this.
There's
Yep.
proof that this idea originated here.
Yeah.
TM.
Yes, it's a cat hat. It's Gigi.
Kiki from Kiki.
Kiki's Delivery Service. I watched that movie last night.
Ah.
So Roy says, a house of black cats is just a haunted house where the owners died and the cats just ate the bodies. But that happens like all the time. So that's not even like a Halloween specific thing.
That's people saying like their houses are haunted all year long. It's the same concept.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Alright.
guess what?
I will also agree that a haunted house is definitely the overall arching thing. Trying to think of any arguments I can make for Black Cat.
You're cute.
What's happening?
We're starting to
noises
build the walls of the haunted house right now.
So it begins.
I was making fun of Ryan. I don't know where you guys went.
We went off in our own little cat land. And just like, it's Friday, start making cat noises.
This is how we communicate.
We're having a conversation over here. Please don't interrupt. It's rude.
You're not invited.
We stopped translating.
Right?
All right. Very definitively, we'll move on with the haunted house.
Ooh, yes.
All right, second to last bracket:
Oh boy.
candy or candy corn versus a pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern.
Ah.
11.
14.
12.
I also got an 11.
10.
Is this backwards? Do I need to do this?
You got a 14?
Other way, Carla.
Okay, so I was right the first time.
Yeah.
Cool. I think it's you.
Now it's 41.
What?
Now it's 41.
41.
No?
That's 14. That's 41.
Ah. I just kicked your camera. Sorry.
My fingers get stuck. I can't do this fast. I'm not that coordinated.
I was kicking it.
I think I'm more centered. Okay, Shion. Whoa, where
Shion?
you going?
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Carla. Sorry.
Oh,
Carla got the 14.
I got sidetracked with
Yep.
my finger play.
Meh.
Candy corn, pumpkin.
I think I'm gonna go with pumpkin and jack-o'-lanterns because, like we were saying before, there's candy for Valentine's Day and there's like candy canes for Christmas and like candy. Like if we're specifically saying candy corn, sure, but I think the pumpkin and jack-o'-lantern is specifically fall and Halloween, whereas candy you can spread it out all year. I'm going like using old terms on the titles because they are both included.
Yeah.
I am going to go with pumpkin and jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, absolutely. Pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, 100% more than candy corn. It is the overwhelming majority of like what you see and what's involved with Halloween. Absolutely pumpkin.
I'm gonna disagree and go with candy, because candy in general is the central part of the experience of Halloween.
Same with Valentine's Day.
No, it's not. Valentine's Day is about the love and sending people stuff. But the experience of getting candy, collecting candy, is the experience. Is the quintessential experience of Halloween. Like it doesn't. If Halloween is basically a kids. Even though adults who celebrate it, is definitely a kids' holiday, and the candy is the major part of it. It's the reason Halloween happens. So you go get candy.
Pumpkin and jack-o'-lanterns.
Definitely, but yeah, but it's like we're comparing between candy corn candy versus pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, and like what you said earlier, it's like if candy corn is missing, it's like it's still Halloween. There's still pumpkins and everything else, but if you don't have pumpkins, you're like something's missing. Something's wrong. If you don't have that pumpkin spice flavor, if you don't have the pumpkin visage, if you don't have any jack-o'-lanterns, like just something doesn't quite feel right. It feels like there's something missing. But if there's no candy, it's like I can just get candy tomorrow or the next holiday,
True.
Plus, realistically, we all wait now to eat the candy the day after because it goes on sale.
Right. Yes. Get all the bags. Uh,
Candy's now a November 1st thing. That's how you know you turned into an adult, when you just wait till the day after to buy the candy versus you actually went out trick-or-treating to get the candy for free.
Or you get the Halloween decorations the day after because everything is marked 40% off, and then you're
Yeah.
just like, for next year,
Yeah.
300
Sign
new
up, great.
days.
Yo.
Very Halloween Town style.
Yep.
Only
Nobody
364
nobody
days till
agrees with John.
Halloween.
Not even one person.
Not even Beard on a Batman.
Wow.
What happened? What happened?
He just couldn't bring himself
Beard
to
on
do
a Batman betrayed you.
it.
The shade.
Oof.
Oh.
Betrayed.
Damn.
But welcome to the correct
Good
team.
place.
Yeah,
To the
yeah.
good
Welcome
place.
to the good.
You're in the good place now.
Okay. Well.
Well. I'm hungry.
Mitchie already gave up on her game.
Yeah, I was freed from my contract.
Fair enough.
Closing that poll. Pumpkins.
Ooh,
Right. We're in the last bracket.
the final tier.
It's the final countdown.
Meow meow. Yep.
Okay, probably the most Halloweeny items we could have asked for as the two tiebreakers here. Haunted house versus jack-o'-lantern.
Chun chun chun.
Another 11? Jeez.
11.
Oh,
11.
17.
7.
I think the 17 has it.
Okay.
Final round.
Final round. Final argument.
Yep.
Finish
Uh,
it.
I am gonna go with jack-o'-lantern. Because I feel
Why?
like as part of the decor and everything that you'd want to have for just the Halloween season, putting out a jack-o'-lantern is the epitome. But like, you could have a haunted house, but you're not necessarily gonna lose the aura of that decoration if you do not have it on your property. Like the jack-o'-lantern is gonna be like the thing that says, yes, I am celebrating Halloween, and I am putting out the iconic thing that's like, our house is appreciating this time of year.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm jumping off the pumpkin train because pumpkins are fall. They're not Halloween. Haunted houses are Halloween. You put out a pumpkin because it's fall, not because it's Halloween.
But you put up a jack-o'-lantern because it's Halloween.
Yes.
Ah.
But
Ah.
the pumpkin is included in that. It's
But
much
we
more
have
the
both of
pumpkin
them
spice
on the
thing.
title.
Yeah, but the
And I can
pumpkin-
drive down to San Diego and go into a haunted house year round.
Yeah, but do you? Unless it's around Halloween.
What? No, I mean you can go anytime.
Do you though?
But do you?
Do I?
Do you?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes. I go to Old Town San Diego, and then I go to like a cafe, Mexico Cafe, and I have some delicious Mexican food, and then I walk across the street and I go into the haunted house.
Deception.
I mean,
Insight check.
Chunk is confused.
Okay. Well, I'll open up that poll there for everyone else.
Yeah.
God, I'm agreeing with Ryan. What? God, I'm agreeing with Ryan.
Explain why. Why?
My God.
I don't know why, but I think pumpkin is a better symbol for Halloween. It's more Halloweeny to me. Jack-o'-lantern specifically.
Yeah, jack-o'-lantern specific. That's really like you can have pumpkins, yeah, during fall, but like jack-o'-lantern, like you gotta make specifically within a couple days of Halloween, or that'll just mush up.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that is closely associated with the actual holiday. So that's kind of the closest, I think.
This one's hard. Because they both are, like, if you're looking at just, like, icons, right? Like, if you see a haunted house, you're automatically gonna think Halloween. But if you see a jack-o'-lantern, it's the same thing, right? You're gonna think, like, the Headless Horseman or whatever, and Halloween. So it's like, this one, they both really have their argument as to why they could be the most Halloween-y. But I think I have to go with jack-o'-lantern, too. Because, like, when I look at it, like, when I think of a jack-o'-lantern, I just think of, like, that evil green, spooky, like, cutout on the pumpkin. And that's very, like, iconic. Like, if I was trying to, like, find an emoji or like graphic design of something that represented Halloween just for like to put it on a piece of paper and like hand out a flyer is going to be a jack-o'-lantern. It's not going to be a haunted house.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, sorry, Corey.
But I agree, like, because they're both there, it should be haunted house because pumpkin is all fall, not just Halloween.
But you can also have jack-o'-lanterns in a haunted house, so it's kind of like,
you got
And
both.
you put haunted houses year round.
yeah.
This whole
I mean, if you really
whole
want to, you
argument-
can make jack-o'-lanterns all year round.
Yeah, you
Just
can.
get a pumpkin and make your own.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The argument,
No one's-
the argument that keeps coming back up of like, oh, you can do this year round. Well, yeah, everything, all of those things we can do year round.
Okay,
All
so
of those things can happen year round.
there's definitely one thing that we could like say as well is like when they report the weather close to like the end of the year, when they address like what day on the calendar is Halloween, they don't put a haunted house, they put a jack-o'-lantern.
Ooh, mic drop.
They only have one. Don't make them drop it. They're already sharing as it is.
Just sharing my.
All right,
I still think pumpkins are fall.
I agree.
but 75%.
The chat doesn't.
Yeah, the chat doesn't agree.
Yeah.
66.7% of our chat agrees.
Yeah, buy plastic jack-o'-lantern. Those they're like weird, like a weird foam plastic. Those are great. Those are cool. It's all on pickles.
But then you can't stab it.
Yeah, you can. That's
You
what
can
they're
actually-
made for.
Yeah, you can get
Made
the
for carving.
foley one.
What?
It's,
Oh,
they're made out
like
of,
foamy?
they're like a foam plastic, yeah, and you can carve them.
That's so not environmentally conscious. Just buy a pumpkin. It'll biodegrade. It's biodegradable. Just buy a pumpkin.
Yeah, and then you can use it as compost later to grow your own pumpkins, like, because it has
You
all
get
the seeds.
so many seeds.
Yeah, and
Build
then
your
just
own pumpkin patch.
let nature take its course.
I would love a pumpkin garden. That would be so cool.
You should
Yeah.
do it.
I'm with the
I don't
tiger.
have a garden.
That's where I was going with it.
All right, we've done it. The chat
But
has
if you grow
spoken.
your own pumpkins, you'll have some for next year anyway, Tiger. I'm 31.
Okay, so
And you can have more than one. Plus, if you keep the plastic one for next year, you don't get to carve it again.
No, but it's a decoration then at that point.
Yeah. You get another one, and you can just keep collecting them, so you have a bunch of them.
Oh god.
you just stack them on top of each other. You have pillars. All
Hoarding status here.
Or you just like paint one side of it and then the next year rotate, paint the back side of it and have that facing out and just keep.
And the next year stab it and like carve the first side, and the next year carve the second side.
Yep,
So
sustainable
it
pumpkin.
lasts a total of 4 years.
You get 4-year use out of your pumpkin.
Okay. So thank you all. We're gonna now open up the Twitch poll. You'll see it in the chat.
Wait, who won?
Pumpkin.
It was pumpkin.
Oh, I got really sidetracked on this argument. I didn't pay attention.
So we're gonna open up. Who is the master debater? They get to choose what the topic is next week. As Connie has won.
What you doing?
Huh?
I'm replying. I'm physically replying to Bjorn on the Batman's comment.
Opening.
Oh.
So yeah, you can use channel points. So if you've got a whole bunch of them, just make it a popularity contest. Go for it.
Dump them all in.
Dump
Go for it.
them all.
And go. Oh, it already went.
Yep, already went.
And
Chuck currently is in the lead with 33 votes.
Oh no, it's going down.
It's still up there.
Of course.
Oh, Corey, start
Corey's coming up.
thinking.
Corey's coming up.
Corey, start thinking.
Chuck is the lead. Chuck is the lead. Corey's right behind him.
start picking a thing.
Oh, poor Ryan only has 5 votes.
Uh-oh.
Corey, you're catching up.
Chunk is still
Corey's
very
coming
high.
up. Corey's coming up. You guys got like 30 seconds. No, you got less than 30 seconds. You got like 15 seconds.
Yeah, oh god.
They're trying,
Make
they're
Corey
really
win.
trying,
Make
but-
Corey win. She's gonna hate it. It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good.
Ah!
Wing!
So close.
Ah!
It's not me. Yay.
Oh,
Now, Chunk, you get to pick.
I hadn't thought of anything.
He was cheering for Corey.
Yep.
Yeah, I was definitely cheering for Corey, so I didn't have to think of anything. Yeah, carry on. Do the outro. I'll think of something.
Okay. Fine. We'll have a decision about.
It doesn't matter. He's not gonna come up with a list
can't
until
leave
Friday
until we
anyway, so
decide.
you have a
Oh.
week.
Okay.
Whoa. No, we've done way too many weeks where we like stayed and made people decide.
whoa! I was arguing. Ryan, work on the outro while I think of
Work
something.
on the
I'll-
outro, not like actually outro us.
No, just like start. Do the
Thank you so
talking
much for
part.
joining
Just,
us.
I see.
Just
I
think.
see. I see.
Just
I
think.
gotcha.
Keep talking. I'll think of something.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
So yes, thank you for helping us decide that pumpkins were the most Halloweeny item of our group. Chunk was the winner, so he's going to decide what our topic is going to be next week. Join us later today at 7:30. We will be doing
Specific time.
Yes, Pacific time. We will be doing Trashterpiece Theater. We are doing a Lux radio play. And you get to make us do funny voices, sing lines, and every time we hit $100, we have to sing our lines for 2 pages. It's a lot of fun. If you've never been a part of it yet, I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's always a good hoot and a half. Especially because the radio shows were written in the 1940s, so not all of them are culturally appropriate currently. And we do not read them beforehand, so we kind of get to them and start laughing. We go,
Yep. You get to experience the plays with us
Yes.
and realize how terrible they are.
I don't have a Halloween themed one.
It doesn't have to be Halloween themed
Okay.
one.
No.
Okay, my first instinct is what Disney character would you want to punch in the face? But
Ooh, yes.
I'm not gonna do that one. I'm not gonna do that one.
Oh!
Why not?
No, because it's not gonna be fun to argue. I'm gonna say, what Disney character would best function like in real life modern world,
okay,
in the real life?
gotcha.
If they were just.
But we can't pick humanoid ones.
Anybody?
But it's just gonna be more interested if we pick the cartoonish ones.
Well, I'm making my list.
Okay, fine, you make it.
Okay.
You probably should, because otherwise we won't have one.
Like 10 minutes before the show, if I leave it up to Ryan.
What do you want your little trophy to be, Chunk?
A jack on
A
it.
cone of shame, because he's not gonna get one.
Fine, I'm making it easy for you. All I want is a jack-o'-lantern.
Got it.
Clip art. Basic clip art.
Basic clip art jack-o'-lantern. Thank you.
There you go.
Done. All
On a
right.
stick.
Let's see if we got anybody online who we can raid. Encounter Roleplay is doing their thing. Let's raid them.
Let's do that.
Hi.
So we'll pop on over. Thank you all. See you later tonight. And yeah, have a good rest of your afternoon or evening wherever you are in the world.
Bye.
Bye.